What is up? Hello. It's Totally Tuesday. We're here for our manifestation oracle reading using the mermaids and dolphins. It's actually magical mermaids and dolphins, to be exact. Ooh. The first card. I'm gonna opening monologue. We'll save that for the moments from now. How's everyone? Let's settle in. Oh, how are we? I am fantastic. This was a day off. Yesterday was Labor Day, and I ended up doing a few little chores around the house, some ongoing maintenance issues with water-themed jokes from the universe. So not only have I been sucking like hundreds of gallons of water out of the air of my house, I also had, like, you know, the squirt gun nozzle on the kitchen sink. Well, one day I had like the faucet on, and all of a sudden like the nozzle shot off of the hose and like hit the ceiling, and then like water started spraying everywhere. And I figured out that the like nozzle, the plastic nozzle itself had cracked over time under pressure. Like this happened one time when I like went to open the refrigerator, the handle just like broke off of the door. And my maintenance guy was like, "You'd be surprised at how often that happens." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I thought it was just like He-Man or something. And so he was like, "No, it's just like over time, like the plastic just breaks down and under the pressure in the use." So my nozzle shoots off into the sky, and so I start troubleshooting it, and I find like a little crack where the threading is around the plastic, and I'm like, oh, okay, so it can't hold on tight anymore, so it's like not really threading on, and even if I do get the thing screwed on, it would just like get loose again and pop off. So I've been having to like manage this sink situation and still use my kitchen sink whilst like trying to be busy with other things at work and during the day and everything. So I finally got around to going to Home Depot and finding like the kit that goes to the sink hose thing. Now, I have also been working with the Angel of Creative Wisdom this week. And I've been reading this book in the bath called Angels Within Us, and I'll even post a link down below in the description. I actually signed up to be an Amazon affiliate because I'm always like recommending books and like things like that, and like I'm going on and I talk about it all the time, and I was like, you know what, I could just like put a link below, and then I was like, well, I'm at it, I could make it like an affiliate link, why not? So yeah, so I'll put if I can find this book on Amazon. I don't want to be a liar, I don't want to overpromise, okay, and underdeliver, but I'll see what I can do. But yeah, it's awesome. It's so you work with these angels and like do these meditations or whatever. But one of the things in the chapter that mentioned, like when you work with the Angel of Creative Wisdom, you will find that you're better at problem solving and like fixing things. Like the author was like, I could suddenly like become like better at like mechanical engineering and like fixing things. And it's so funny because he mentions like his first encounter with the Angel of Creative Wisdom in the introduction to the book. And so when I started reading this book was when the air conditioning thing started like going topsy-turvy, and I started like being able to just troubleshoot that, right? And I am not like a maintenance person. I'm not that handy. So that's a testament to this book. So I was able to tackle this sink issue and get that taken care of like on my own. I was like pretty excited about it, and I didn't even have to like what it looked like I was gonna have to do was replace the whole unit, but I even figured out that I could just take off the part that I wanted and like replace that, and it was fine without any kind of like replacing the hose or doing more confusing things. Yay, I did it. So dream big was our first card. Yeah, otherwise I have been, dreaming big about like fixing things myself instead of having to put in work orders. And I am in the midst of making a pot of Cajun red beans and rice right now. I am simmering for 30 minutes, and then after this video, I will go back and add in my sausage that I have, been making the vegetables and cooking all that down with the grease from the sausage. So I'm gonna go back and add the sausage, and then I was taught to put aside some of the beans allotted for the recipe and puree them with the soup stock that's cooking, and so that you get a nice creamy consistency. And you don't cook it with the rice. You eat you make the rice separate, and then you like put the rice in the bowl, and then you serve like the gravy this is like cooking like the stew on top, right? When I didn't know, before I dated a Cajun, I just thought that you like cooked the rice in, and so that's how I did it, and that was incorrect. Now this way is like 20 times better. So I'm really excited. This is like one of my favorite dishes. So it's cooking right now. And it's one of my favorite dishes to cook because I love the smell of cooking sausage. And I'm really feeling good and feeling great and appreciating and all this stuff. And so then, because I'm in such a state of appreciation, we got Dream Big again. I feel like you guys go back and watch all of our manifestation oracle readings. Once a week, we get this card, Dream Big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. So every time we think that we haven't dreamed big enough, we can dream bigger. People, just imagine your episode with Oprah, I guess. I don't know. Like, we're selling ourselves short somehow. We're not dreaming big enough. I started dreaming bigger this week, and I got like a channel surge. Thank you very much, everyone who's tuning in and leaving comments and liking. Like, it makes such a huge difference. I went from reaching it like leaps up like tens of thousands, like every like few clusters of like activity. It's insane. It's crazy how fast things can like happen on YouTube. So it's always good to dream big, because you never know. But that's also true in your own life. How many times do we go through and we think like nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden one day like something comes together, and then like overnight it's like things have changed. So dream big. You never know like what's really possible for you. And clearly the universe is telling us like you haven't even begun yet to dream about the things that are possible. So keep dreaming bigger and bigger. Very exciting stuff, people. I'm dreaming big about enjoying my beans and rice. Yesterday, I went to a party last night. That's what I was going to tell you guys about. So yeah, last night I went to a party. Somebody was throwing at work, and I was going to go to two parties, different parties from work people, but I stayed at the first party. Me and my friend went, and we didn't really eat a lot. We started drinking, and then we thought it was a bad idea to go to a second party where I knew I'd have like people like making me want to drink more. And so I was like, okay, I think we'll both be better if we just like fizzle out from here. But it was a breakfast for dinner party, and it was a house party, and there was a group painting going on where like people would just contribute, little by little. They'd stop over. It was really fun. Lots of people I didn't know, which was great. So it was fun to just mix it up and have some variety. But yeah, they were cooking breakfast, and I brought some eggs and bacon, and they had made pancakes, and it was great because you could just grab a pancake and walk around with it. But I wanted to actually brag on the eggs that I found. So I learned that if you get free range eggs, that still means that they could be trapped in a warehouse, but they just are allowed to walk around a little bit freer. But if you get pasture raised, that means that they're like outside and they can eat bugs and all that stuff and have like more natural diet. So I found these really cute eggs at the store, and everybody laughed at me because they were like, oh my God, cute eggs. You know what? I'm just going to grab the carton and show you because it's not far away. Okay, these eggs, if you see these eggs at the store, Vital Farms, they're so cute, but they're so good. And then there was actually, I took it out and like was looking at it earlier, so it's not in there, but they actually had like an insert of like a little like sort of newsletter, and they have like a chicken of the month, and it was a picture of this little chicken in like a very thriving, healthy, beautiful farm environment. And it was like Florence likes to start her day with a sassy strut down the runway. It was like all these like out of focus chickens, and it did look like a runway. I was like, this is hilarious and cute. And then it has like a little paint by number thing for like children. I was like, oh, cutest little eggs. And it's like nicely taken care of chickens. No affiliation with the eggs, just really enthusiastic. I don't think you can order Amazon eggs, but I wouldn't recommend it anyway. Okay, guys. So yeah, party was fun. I partied last night. I came home and ate like some really awesome dirty top ramen, chicken flavor with soft boiled egg yolks, and it was delicious. And yeah, loved every minute of it. Oh, okay, so divine magic. Okay, so dream your dream and work your magic. The manifestation is just like fizzling in the air right now. It almost feels like we're carbonated. It's that like almost tangible, like this energy. I can just feel it all around us. Like big things are coming, a wave of manifestation. It's just that all of these elements, mind, heart, body, and soul, like they're all finally coming into alignment. We're like offloading and unblocking all of these limiting beliefs and like conflicting desires that were like sort of like unknown to us, and we're able to like really like get real with ourselves and be honest about what's been going on inside and get clear about it and face it, face these fears, face these desires head on. The only way that you can manifest is to have a healthy desire for something without feeling lack. You have to have a strong enough desire to overcome the time and space it takes to get the physical experience of the desire, while also knowing the whole time that it's already a part of you, that it's already yours, that it's already a done deal, and that you can already live in the state of having it by feeling what it would feel like to have it before you have it. And once you train yourself to feel the fulfillment without even having the thing, it's like you've already had the thing, and then the thing shows up because you completely let go, because you're not in need or lack of it, right? But you desire. Desire is the root. It's the spark, the beginning of manifestation. Without desire, there is no vessel for the manifestation to happen, right? So dream big with desire. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles, right? Teach yourself how to feel the reality of the thing, of the state that you want to be in, even before it's a physical reality, and then that will pull it through, right? Because the real truth is the energetic truth. And so once you vibrate with something on an energetic vibrational level, then it's you become the cause, and then the natural flow of harmony of the universe can't help but fulfill the thing physically. Cause and effect. You have to become the cause, though, by being the vibration that is required to bring forth what you're trying to create. Playtime, is this the exact same reading from last week? I'm shuffling these cards and they're throwing themselves out. We literally got Playtime last week, I think. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestation. Okay, so you gotta name it, you gotta claim it, and you gotta feel the joy, the gratitude of having it. Yes, that's my soapbox preacher, Texas, standing in one of those tent revival voices. Okay, so playtime. Yes, go out, have fun, nurture yourself through all those things that just really light you up and bring you joy. But also think of the ways that your soul is leading you to share with others, share the things that you've learned, share your kindness that you've earned, share your security in yourself, share your goodness, share your humor. It was so fun, being at this party last night, because it was me and a bunch of girls were just sitting and having the funnest time together. We were really appreciating each other, giving each other all these compliments and learning about each other's charts and all this stuff. And it was so nice to be in the company of people who didn't have any motives. We were just sharing and enjoying one another without feeling insecure or competitive or whatever. It was just everybody was included. And at one point my friend was kind of in behind the circle, this girl that I work with, and she was like, kind of like, oh, like, I can't hear what you're talking about, like, you guys, you can't have this conversation without me. And I was like, oh, get in here, like, scoot around, you know. It was just like maintaining awareness, you know. If I was lazy and like just kind of caught up in the moment, like, I could have just like been like, oh, she'll figure it out, she'll scoot around. But I think what she needed, and what I felt like with my consciousness in that moment with her, was like, she wanted me to like make sure she was in, you know, and that was good. It was like good to have that moment. It was like a bonding moment, you know. So like just being like playful and appreciative in every moment, and bringing your joy into every space for the sake of sharing with others. And then it just breeds this vibration of like everyone feeling elevated around you, and then it increases the magnetism, and it starts this like circuitry, right, amongst everyone. You're like opening up this like portal around you everywhere you go. So have fun, play with the manifestation energy wherever you go. You know, remember that you're the one that sets the tone where you are. So the best example given to me recently by, I can't remember what video I was watching, or maybe it was it was Weekly Energy Forecast. Alicia and David were talking about playing instruments, and they were making a point that if you are a person that ever grew up playing like guitar or a string instrument or a piano or something, where someone had to like, you know, pull, like tighten the strings, manipulate the strings to like find the pitch and the tone, you know, they were talking about how the person who they would come in and tune the piano or whatever would have like a tuning fork, and they would strike the fork, and the string would find the pitch to harmonize with it. And it made me think about it, and it's like, oh yeah, like the more purified and consistent and strong and uncorrupted, like the vibration that set, that tone that struck, that note, like the other impure or not perfected notes can find, that are close enough to that key, can find it and attune to it. And so that's what we have to do. We have to be determined to hold our note, because we're conscious of it. And so when we go into situations and we're holding that note, and we're getting rid of all the ego chatter that corrupts that pitch, right? Getting rid of all that, our note, our vibration has got to be the stronger one, the consistent one, the unwavering one, so that other people can like get close to it and catch it, and like it will elevate others as well. It's like something will turn on, and it'll like poke something in their consciousness, and it will trigger something that will create like an awakening moment, right? So play with that. Have fun wherever you go. Lighthearted energy is a magnet for manifestation, so it makes you more magnetic, and it makes you more attractive just for everybody around you. If you're the playful one, then everybody's going to be like, oh, I want to go hang out with that person over there. They're fun. So then like opportunities come to the fun person who's got like the good playful spirit, who's like bringing a good time wherever they go, right? Like it's just like people want to pair with you. They want to collaborate. They want to work with you. Nobody wants to pair with the shit in the pants. Oh my God. We love you too. Okay. Friendship. Make a date for make a date for a play day with one or more friends. Oh, that'll be fun. Get together with somebody you love. Reach out. Oh my gosh. I can't remember the AT&T long distance. So back in the day, like when you would like use a landline phone, you'd have to make long distance calls, and they like costed more. And so there were different like methods of doing it. And I remember there was this like commercial for AT&T, and it was like their method of making long distance calls. It was always like showing these like happy families that were like, oh, like the kid went off to college and everybody's wearing plaid and it's fall, and like they're like making dinner, the parents at home, and then like the kid calls and they're like, oh, answer the phone, oh, we're all on the phone. Or like somebody's like living across country and they're like, oh, we're pregnant now. And it's like this collage of like these like really precious, nostalgic, like just the American dream, like porno. And you're just like crying by the end of the commercial. You're like, what happened? This is just about like long distance phone calls. But yeah, it was about like getting together with the people you love. So do that. Call a friend. Get together with the people you love. See people. I have family stuff going on this weekend, and I have like a class reunion coming up that I'm like, do I want to go to that? I might stop by. I don't know. I guess this is the one to go to while it's still look good. But yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll see some old friends from the past, and it'll be really fun catching up. Either way, get in touch with the people you've been thinking about that have been on your mind. And yeah, if you have, I don't know, beef or something you need to work out and iron out beforehand, Kabbalah teaches about these different steps to proactive confrontation. And one of the most powerful and helpful steps in that process that I use is to actually, like, after you've gone through a process of like owning your own shit and your own side of it and like trying to like clean up your perspective about the situation, like that could change all of it, right? Like the last thing you want to do in the process is like actually have the physical confrontation, because you want to go through these other steps, and I can't remember what they all are right now. Sorry, what a tease. But one of the steps after you've done this like process of like getting your own ego out of the way and like really like getting real and getting honest on both sides and owning your side of it or whatever, and then like getting in touch with what you need, whatever, all that stuff, you then go into like a meditative, like prayerful like state where you like go into like the soul space, kind of like that dream world space, the astral realm. And you talk to them heart to heart, soul to soul in that realm first, and try to work it out there at a soul level. There's like this surrounding light that kind of protects you there, and you kind of can bypass the ego from that space, if you connect through your heart. So you can try that first, and otherwise, yeah, just enjoy your friends, really appreciate them. And when you're playing with your friends, you get really inspired and big magic can happen. Ooh, and that's my timer. It's time to go add my sausage. I can't wait. It's going to be so delicious. All right, y'all. Be good. Manifest big. Dream bigger, I guess. Dream bigger and bigger and bigger. And bigger and bigger. And you get a dream. And you get a dream. And you'll be on Oprah. And you'll be on Oprah. And you'll be on Oprah.